Hi and welcome to the British Flyball Association's Flyball Foundation series of training videos. This next session's about Tuggy exchange. So this is an exercise to encourage your dog to engage with the handler rather than focus on the actual reward or even self-rewarding. This is all about positive interaction between the dog and the handler, and can be also used in a positive way to guard against ball obsession. To help us with this session, we've got Melissa and Jellybags is somewhere, there he is, and Jeannette, and they're going to talk you through Tuggy exchange. Thank you.
Okay, so to start off this exercise, we're going to use two Tuggies that are very similar, so they're pretty much the same kind of level of fluff, if you like, the same size, and the same value to the dog. So we're just going to encourage play with one. Yes. And then once we've got Jelly really engaged, we're then going to stop interaction with the right hand and then pick up the interaction with the left hand. So we're just going to wait for him now to drop, so you can see that nothing happens. Mel's not moving, so there's no engagement. Good. So he then made the choice then that, oh, well, that's not working, so do you know what, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to grab that other tug and see what happens. As soon as he does that, the interaction begins again, and thereby the reward comes. So the same's going to happen now, so we stop the interaction by simply freezing. If you don't tug back, then you're not engaging, and we just wait for him to make the active decision to drop that tug because nothing really is happening, and he's then going to move on to the other tuggy. So it's a little bit of a waiting game. Yeah, there you go, good boy. Good. So as soon as he does that, he's then rewarded with his game of tug for letting go and then switching on to the other tug. Yes, good boy. So you'll find that as they get the concept of what you're doing, that they will start to offer up the behaviour quicker and quicker. Between times. Good boy. Good. So obviously Mel's using two Tuggies that are very similar to each other, but of course you can use any items as long as they are of a similar value. So when your dog is consistently exchanging one tug for the other, and you just want to start making it a little bit more tricky for them, then you can introduce the one item being of a higher value than the other. So in this case, we're just going to swap out one of the tugs for something that's a little bit thinner, it's a little bit less fluffy, and we happen to know that Jelly doesn't particularly like the blue one if he were to run up and select one off the floor. So what this is encouraging, as Juddy said, it's not so much the tug itself, but it's more the interaction with you. Okay, so Jellybags is on the thinner tug, he goes for the thick one. Now this would be a little bit of a challenge, because he doesn't like the thin one if he were to be given the choice between the two. But we're just going to make sure that when he does offer the behaviour of grabbing the blue tug, that Mel really makes sure that he engages him. Good boy. So a little bit more extra tugs, a little bit more than for engaging with something that he would not particularly like if it were his own choice. Good boy. So again, we freeze up and we just wait for him to make the choice to switch tugs. Almost there.
Yes! Good boy!
Good. So when they do have to switch on to a tug that they're maybe not as enthusiastic about, then you must just make sure that you really keep that engagement going. Okay, I think that's good.
Thanks very much, Jeannette. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Jellybags. Really good demonstration there of Tuggy exchange and the value of having a high value reward and getting your dog to engage with the handler rather than the actual reward itself. Good job, guys. Thank you.